Hi, I'm Brian. As time and season wreak their havoc on me, I find myself less in the world out there and increasingly drawn to the refuge of thought and the exploration of ideas. It's a Platonic notion, this thing about giving oneself up as one ages to the contemplation of what Plato himself called universals. I write for myself, and I've never been much interested in the business of publication and sharing. A poem, for me, is a way of shaping and articulating my feelings about the stuff out there in the world, the better to help me make sense of it. At the same time, a poem is also a reflection of my inner state, the continual shaping and reshaping of this thing I call myself, the I that does the reflecting and does the writing. Reflection is infinite, like holding two mirrors opposite each other, and could seem a futile task, a disappearance into a whirlpool, a vortex of observation, meaning and realignment without progression. Indeed, it calls into question the very idea of progress. As resident poet for this client culture series then, I want to explore the ramifications of this way of living and share some of my reflections on the ideas of land, space and place through my poetry and my prose. I'm particularly interested in this idea of inner and outer space, how one reflects and informs the other. Land is a fluid concept. It can refer to that physical stuff, earth, to localities and countries and nations, and increasingly to that other stuff that occupies 2/3 of the planet, water, as nations lay claim to it and exploit it. Space, both inner and outer, is boundless. It implies absence, without control, without law. Place, on the other hand, can only exist within borders of one kind or another. It is a product of animal instinct to lay claim to and control space. The human animal has taken this beyond the merely instinctual by conceiving of and reifying the notion of ownership. As well as looking at these ideas, I want at some point to explore the idea of poetry itself, what exactly it is, what constitutes it, how it arises, its utility in our lives. I hope to do this through conversations with other poets about their practice. So, that's what I will be doing. How much of this finds its way into the space known as client culture remains to be seen. Thank you.